Buonasera a tutti ragazzi, buonasera a tutti, benvenuti in un video di Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Allora, io ho alzato un po' il volume della voce sul mix amp e abbassato un pelo quello dell'audio generale, perché ho visto nei video precedenti che la mia voce non è che si senta proprio così bene, nel senso che a volte è come se andasse e venisse, non so neanche io come spiegarlo. Cioè non sono soddisfatto onestamente della voce. Boh, adesso per il momento proviamo a settare il parametro quello appunto sul mix amp. Vediamo se così può andare bene. Allora, noi siamo qua. Abbiamo sconfitto Fatrick. E adesso, se ricordo bene, dovrebbe apparire il ninja. Se ricordo bene. E infatti.
You passed with flying colors.
Identify yourself.
Io so
Unlike
chi è.
you, I have no name.
Io so benissimo chi è.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like.
E so chi si cela dietro con la maschera.
But come, let's get out of the open.
Non posso dirlo.
Follow me.
Cosa che si scoprirà.
Are you with Foxhound too?
Tutto verrà spiegato in ogni caso.
Neither enemy nor friend.
Questa qua è la frase che
Just a
diceva.
messenger from the Lali Lulelo.
E
This
è
is safer, I think.
la frase
Eavesdropping,
di
of
Grey
course.
Fox.
All right. Why did you
Non è un
contact me?
amico né un
I've
nemico.
been ordered to give you backup, including a relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom?
Eh.
Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames, currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's security detail, Ames has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president. If you are within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe.
Vedete come
Do you
Raiden
have
comincia
any
a
other leads?
prendere
Where are
consapevolezza
those
un attimo.
hostages?
The
Raiden
hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall. In the Shell 1 core, you'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect and amplify. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core. Take this. This security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the core and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the core section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
Punto.
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
Ha già il coso dell'occhio.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here.
E invece l'astuzia dovremmo usarla sì.
Hurry. They have
Per
a
il
nuke on
discorso...
The nuke. They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Why did they have to bring the football along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
Infatti.
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here
Pensa
to
te.
begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up. But why? For what?
The Metal Gear that is housed here.
Ah.
Metal Gear?
Ma non
The very
questo.
same. My little nuke came up from the airport Shadow Moses infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
Better ask Ames the rest.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for?
Aspetta.
Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you
Ma
not
infatti,
telling me?
cioè,
I've been
vedete?
completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Vedete come...
Snap out of it, Raiden.
Vedete come Raiden
I'll
comincia
have the Metal Gear rumor looked into.
a
You
mettere
need
in
to
dubbio
make contact
tutto.
with this Ames.
So you believe that ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Understood.
Vedete, Raiden non è più... E qui sta iniziando il processo di cambiamento. Cioè, Raiden sta mettendo in dubbio tutto. Tutto quello che gli viene detto da adesso in poi dal colonnello, lui sta mettendo in dubbio. E sta facendo quei dubbi che vi ho detto io di farvi a inizio gioco, per inizio gioco intendo, metto in dubbio tutto. E sta cambiando Raiden caratterialmente. Sono molto più tosto, cioè mi sta dando una svegliata su tutto, e sul colonnello, su quello che sta succedendo. Quando ho detto non è questo Metal Gear, io questa cosa non posso ancora dire, ma non posso dire, è una cosa troppo grossa. C'è un'altra cosa che volevo dire, vabbè, il ninja che usa le parole di Grey Fox l'avete fatto. Non è questo che volevo dire. Ah, ecco. Il discorso quello che fa sono un semplice messaggio dei lari lulelo. Quello lì è riferito ai Petri. Quando dice non sono ancora disponibili, cioè cioè non sei arrivato ancora a quel grado di... non mi ricordo più come dice. Cioè non possono fidarti di te, non si fidano ancora di te abbastanza, ecco. Ovviamente i Patriots sono così. Però la butto lì. Io adesso devo trovare eh, la K47, ma questo qua lo si trova mica all'entrata di Celu, se ricordo bene. Là c'era una K47, l'entrata di Celu, che è qua che devo andare, alle F Connecting Beverage, essenzialmente. Guarda dove? Infatti non ci vai. Poi viene a usare le sharp grenade. Porca puttana. Devo colpirlo da qua, ma... Col cazzo che lo piglio. Ecco, no! Cazzo! Ah, perché sono le munizioni quelle lì per la K-Core. Dove cazzo porta? Stava tipo... al magazzino probabilmente. O da una guardia, non lo so. Devo colpirlo da qua. Buono. No! Che stupido.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack? Jack!
Ah. Fosse proprio stato un bene morire. No, sapevo che c'era il buco, il problema qual è stato però? Il problema è che... Il problema è che avevo convinto di essermi messo contro la parete, invece non si è messo contro la parete. No! Ma no! Quando le cose non vanno bene non c'è un cazzo da fare. Poi può andare solamente bene. Qua vedete che qua sì che
Watch out, Raiden. There are IR sensor traps in that location.
Infrared sensors?
Right. A booby trap connected to plastic explosives. Crossing an IR beam will trigger the detonation of a critical amount of Semtex. You will be killed. Make no mistake about it. Avoid contact with the beams at all cost.
qua? Cos'è? Ah ma c'è anche il PSGU. In realtà è io la K47U dove cazzo lo trovo? Non mi ricordo più. In realtà c'è un botto di roba, solo che roba che non Forse qui? Oh, eccolo.
Looks like you've got an AK. If you wear an enemy's field outfit and carry an AK, you can pass for one of them. Listen up, kid, and don't forget this. Only the guards in Shell 1's core are armed with AK rifles. The others are armed with the AN-94, the official rifle of the Russian army. If you hope to disguise yourself as the enemy, you don't want to be carrying an AK outside of Shell 1's core.
Di roba. Troppo alto. Solamente calandosi giù. L'avevi visto? Si vede che è alto. Ora sono caduto perché pensavo di essermi messo portato contro la parete. Sì. E invece sono caduto. Siamo pronti, dai.
Got a minute, Jack?
Rose?
I found some information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the grave site.
And the body?
Exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake.
Cazzate.
So the head of the terrorist group must be...
An imposter.
Right.
You sound disappointed.
I guess I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the flesh.
I get you. But it looks like he's not behind this incident.
Raiden, the president needs you, I think. Disguise yourself as enemy personnel and infiltrate
Sì,
the
da un
core
secondo
section.
magari.
Your priority is to contact Agent Ames.
Ames. C'è un botto di roba. C'è la pazienza di... Ah sì, esce. Guarda tipo l'altra uscita. Dove c'è il ponte di Porto. Cavo. E questa è la parte.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Io prendevo da dietro.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
E qui. Cazzina. Bello. Questo è proprio...
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him. You don't have a directional microphone, however. Find one first. The microphone is the only hope of identifying Ames among all the other hostages. The directional microphone should be somewhere in the core of Shell 1.
Have you searched B2 of the core?
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Scusate. È il B2. Non ho capito.
Use the directional microphone to distinguish Ames from the other hostages. It's the only way. According to our information, Ames has a pacemaker. This should make his cardiac pattern fairly distinct. Use the directional microphone to locate it. Isn't the directional microphone supposed to be somewhere in the core of Shell 1?
Have you searched B2 of the core?
Sì. Dobbiamo rifare ancora la tua fila del... Però... Vede che non mi fa più entrare. Sapevo andavo prima al B2, io questa cosa non me la ricordavo più. Ho capito lì è l'uccello di Emma. O di Otaco, non lo so esattamente. mantenuto qua.
Good morning. Good morning.
Eccolo. Grande Kojima.
You have the directional microphone. According to our information, Ames has a pacemaker. This should make his cardiac pattern fairly distinct. Use the directional microphone to locate
Sì,
it.
colonnello, dai. L'hai già ripetuto 20 volte. Cosa è successo? Che è quel segnale? Oh? Tra l'altro qui è dove si va. Deve andare a... Io questo non lo posso vedere, guarda. Ecco, perfetto adesso. No! Ma porca troia. Sbagliato. Io sapevo io che... Poi devo fare qualche cazzata. Ho avuto grandi difficoltà in questa parte proprio. Anche da bambino, da ragazzino. No, da bambino. Guardate qua. Oh. È uscita prima quella dell'occhio. Adesso non mi è più uscita. Proviamo. Odio sta parte.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Raiden, one of those hostages
Ancora,
in there
dai, ho
is Ames. The
capito.
only thing we know is that Ames
Quante volte me
wears
lo
a
dici,
pacemaker. His
colonnello?
heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him.
Ho capito.
Once you recognize Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him. If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may get suspicious and come running instead. Security could get tighter, too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious. If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call in the reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room.
No, infatti.
The mission will be over if you're discovered.
Come per dire, sei morto, ciao, ti saluti.
The enemy's suspicion.
In modo carino come per dire, cazzi tuoi, sei morto. Missione fallita. Tradotto. Tradotto, per me sei morto, ciao a tutti.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Dovrebbe essere questo qui. Sì. È un partito particolare. Allora, lui no. Secondo me è quello lì. Ho fatto bingo al primo.
Hey, you! Just wait a minute. What are you up to? Who's that? Freeze!
Right, what's wrong? Right.
Mi ha beccato. Comunque mi sa che era davvero quello là,
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
È un partito particolare. Ma è lui.
You're Ames, aren't you?
Sì. È un battito molto elettronico. Di macchinario.
You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see.
Che cazzo capisci?
Take this thing off me, will you?
E neanche tu di che cazzo sta parlando. Non credo che Ames
I'm Richard Ames.
conosca il nick.
Secret Service?
No, I was set in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
Guardate chi.
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety.
Però intanto sta... Che siamo qua.
Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell
Che
2's
cazzo?
core
C'è
section.
l'uno, c'è due. Continuano a spostare di qui di lì.
Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages?
Hmm?
A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about?
Cazzo. Altra stronzata.
Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data?
The president's own vital signs, heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure and so on are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers.
Eppure il modo l'hanno trovato invece per bypassare.
Brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything? The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait.
Ma non il Ray però, sta riferendo qua.
Here comes Snake.
Ha un altro Metal Gear.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
Ora non posso dire.
King, Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
Why did he betray us?
Who knows?
Perché van
They're
pazzi.
a band of lunatics to
Vedi?
begin
Una
with.
banda di lunati.
Nothing they do should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes. The man in the sneaking suit.
Vedi che parlano di...
You know more about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago. So it must be the Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
What about the President?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
Emma.
The usual method, I assume?
Ma Emery.
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Quella è Org.
Who is that cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
No, io rido perché...
Looked into.
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due, when you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
Fighting. I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go.
Minchia Liquid, attenzione.
It's happening again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge.
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman. going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Is that really Solid Snake?
Ma va.
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die.
Non è vero.
But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
And that's impossible. Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke? But it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
Ma lei visca. Ancora cosa
What are
stronzata?
you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Impulso Emma, ragazzi.
Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan. Pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty.
Infatti, figli della libertà.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline.
Dovevano proprio riazzerare Manhattan.
Search my pocket.
Avete tabula rasa.
It's a security.
C'è una nuova
You'll be
nazione.
able to unlock doors of up to level 3
da
security.
Manhattan.
Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the president before they launch the nuke.
Troppo tardi.
He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
Troppo tardi.
What do you think you're doing?
Ma anche perché ho già visto
I
nel
asked you
video.
to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the president was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You.
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali-Lulelo.
Is that so?
What the? You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot. You...
Mamma mia, raga. Collassato.
You? Which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself. We meet at last. Is alive.
Hurry, get away.
You, but you died.
Perché penso che sia che sia Grey Fox. tanto.
Colonel, Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the president is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm...
Ovviamente non sei un cazzo. Una cosa ben diversa.
I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the president right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the president as soon as possible.
But the president is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on here. And the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
C'è la pompa, va, non mi preoccupo. Che anche qua è pieno di zeppo. Alla fine ce l'ho qua. E noi dobbiamo andare adesso a Shell 2. Poi non ho capito perché... Chi che muoio? Quel bastardo là in alto. Sì, è giusto perché devo andare.
Who is that? It's the enemy. I need help. Encounter the enemy. Requesting backup.
Cazzo, solo i nemici ora. Viene passato. Non capito dove cazzo è quello là. Comunque le guardie sono aumentate di brutto. Sono molte, ma molte. Viene andare al piano superiore. Almeno siamo avvantaggiati. Dobbiamo andare direttamente di là. Il collegamento con ok. E qui ci sta.
Raiden, can you hear me?
Pliskin, where have you been?
Checking around. I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
We have a lead on the President's location.
Where is he?
Shell 2 core, the first floor.
I'm cut off from the core where I am. It's a mess here.
All right, I'm on my way to Shell 2 right now.
There are IR sensors in place on the connecting bridge between Shells 1 and 2. If you break the beams, the Semtex will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot the Semtex.
What do the control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
Poi il problema è che qua serve il cecchino. Io non ce l'ho.
That's the Semtex. And that must be the control unit.
Infatti, dove il PSG.
Raiden, you haven't destroyed all the control units yet. Use the first-person view or the sniper scope to look around.
Allora prendere il coso. Pensabile farlo cecchino. Quindi dovrei andare. Si potrebbe anche farla senza cecchino, ma Vaffanculo. Deve essere... Era qua il piano. L'avevo trovato in giro questo. Non mi ricordo più dove cazzo. Probabilmente ma questo è...
Situation is normal. All clear. It was nothing. All clear.
Eccolo lì. E lui, lo vedo da qua. Oh.
Use your PSG-1 to take out the IR sensor's control units. Head to the connecting bridge between shells 1 and 2.
was wrong. Huh? There was nothing wrong. Everything's okay.
Le 4. Poi c'è uno in scioltezza. Cioè, sono in mezzo là. Li vedo. Perfetto. Qual è la cosa? Aspettate. Veramente bene. Poi ce n'è uno qua dietro. Guardate che roba. Una marea di... Poi dice perché senza coso stabilizzatore. No!
No, this isn't happening. Jack, you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
Che facciamo? Yeah. Ma cazzo, ma...
Right. Are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
Faccia prendere. io per...
No! No! Jack, please answer me! Jack!
Ah, meglio che parto da questo qua perché... Lì ce n'è uno. Devo... Poi capiamo. Vabbè. Uno, muovimi, muovimi. No. Dietro la bandiera però ho le difficoltà più fare. Ah, non ho visto. Ah, posto. Volta ti dà l'ok a differenza. Anche. E qui prepariamoci, ragazzi. Aspetta.
Raiden, I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that harrier?
It's not on the heliport here.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you cover the hostages? They're being held on level B1 in the core. Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasatka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasatka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
Otacon?
Hey, Raiden. Nice to meet you.
Intruders!
Over here!
Damn! Raiden, I'll talk to you later.
Colonel, I need some answers from you. Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow Moses. And now this Otacon.
Appunto.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Snake and Otacon both became fugitives
La
after
nesta più
Shadow
rosa del
Moses
colonnello.
wanted for acts of terrorism.
An anti-Metal Gear
Chiedevi perché
organization.
però.
They sabotaged and destroyed countless Metal Gear units throughout the world.
And were responsible for the incident 2 years ago that necessitated the construction of the Big Shell.
Snake and his partner aren't terrorists.
Jack, why are you defending them?
I look back on what I've done here so far, and things like training and sense of duty alone won't get you through a sneaking mission like this.
Jack, are you okay?
You need something higher. I can't think of the right word, but it has to be pure will, backed up by courage, or ideals, or something like that. I'd stake my life on it. The solid snake that saved Shadow Moses couldn't turn into a terrorist.
Maybe that's true, but they went down with that tanker 2 years ago. We even recovered Snake's body.
And the DNA test results on the body say it's him.
Jack, I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead.
No.
He can't be here.
No.
Not even as this Dr.
Non è vero
Hal
che è
Emmerich.
morto.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
Ci pensate? Perché Solid 2 è un continuo ammazzare il videogiocatore di informazioni false proprio. Continuamente false. Veniamo sommersi da informazioni false. Attenzione. Il corvo, no scherzo.
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots.
Se non sa neanche chi sono i Patriots.
Where do I know him from?
So you're the boss around
here?
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake.
Non è lui.
No, that is not Solid Snake.
È per forza perché è lui. In realtà è Solidus Snake. Terzo fratello di Liquid.
Save it. You brother of mine. Don't say you've forgotten me. Snake.
Snake. Terzo fratello di Liquid e Solid.
Snake. Right, take cover.
Porca puttana. Guardalo. Ora la musica poi.
Stop impersonating him. Brother, I'm a whole different game from Liquid.
Ma che spettacolo è questa cutscene? Porca puttana. Questa fa male. Ti petto sul metallo, cazzo.
That the best you can do, Snake? Did I get it?
No. Lo dico già io, no. Eh beh. Pilotato dal Vamp, signori. Ma anche pilotare gli harrier, il signor Vamp.
We're in trouble. It's the harrier.
Indovina chi deve affrontare tutto ciò. Ovviamente noi poveri sfigati.
The world needs only one big boss. I'll drown you fools for interfering.
Intanto la povera Shell sta andando giù, volando a picco proprio. Non mi va più niente.
Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher. The Kasaka can't stand up to the Harrier.
Sì.
You have to shoot the Harrier down. Snake, we got company. I'm counting on you.
Boss fight. Qui dobbiamo abbattere l'area. È un bel colpo questo. So che il Vamp proprio non è capace di guidare l'avia.
You go out in style! What the ammo? Catch! Try dodging this!
Si è così andato, dai. Manca molto tempo. Perfetto. Ha preso l'occhio. Godo. Invece il bump non è stato...
There's something coming up.
Questa scena, vabbè, dai, un po' esagerata, dai. Un po' pacchiana sta.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
Poi pilotato da chi? Ah,
They got my eye.
sì. Il vamp non si fa mai niente. Guardate il vamp. Guardate il vamp cosa fa. Guardate cosa fa il vamp. Vi dico solo questo. Fa una cosa incredibile. Una cosa indescrivibile. A parole, lo dovete vedere per un po' descritto. Corre sull'acqua, signori. Sta correndo sull'acqua.
It's running on water.
Non è possibile. Voi direte perché? Mamma mia. Pazzesco. Corre sul pilone. In verticale poi. Pazzesco il vamp.
Raiden, you all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely managed, but we're all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh.
The president's all yours.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government, or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it, 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
What responsibility?
To keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change. And that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember?
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Pensa, non ho talmente tanto Salvo talmente poco che addirittura salvo quando me lo dicevo. Però qui è importantissimo. Guarda perché c'è una boss fight.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation.
Vedete?
They're an unknown factor.
Elemento ignoto.
Simulazione.
Elemento ignoto. Ma vedete come parla il colonnello?
Even if that is Snake, that has no bearing on your mission.
Cioè, capite che io non posso dirvi niente sul colonnello.
In the darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
Il colonnello parla come se fosse un... Ok, basta. Non dico più... Basta, ho detto veramente troppo adesso. Ma l'avete capito anche voi. Però... Mai avete capito. Dunque, no, sto dicendo, siccome vedete quando parlavo degli obiettivi di Snake, cioè del fatto che lui sa già tutto, proprio tutto no, alcune cose non le sa anche lui, però sa tipo l'80% delle cose che succedono. Oddio, forse Snake rispetto agli altri, ai cattivi ne sa anche di meno, ce ne sa un pelo di meno. Il discorso dei Patriots fino a che sappia anche lui. Vabbè. No, c'era una cosa che volevo dire su Snake, il discorso che ho fatto. Adesso non mi viene. Non mi ricordo più. La cosa che volevo dire, cosa che ha fatto Snake. Ah, ecco, cosa fondamentale, il discorso che fa la responsabilità di rigenerazione. Anche qua si collega il concetto della trasmissione dei dati da una generazione all'altra, come da padre a figlio, cioè passare la fiaccola della vita alle generazioni. Per questa idea di trasmissione alle nuove generazioni, cioè trasmissione delle informazioni alle nuove generazioni. Cioè, non è che dice, vedete, non è che dice non sono così presuntuoso da cambiare il futuro, perché dice che il mondo possa cambiare tra 20, 30, 40 anni, 100 anni, 800, cioè i problemi ci stanno. Ma almeno educare le generazioni future al cambiamento. Nel caso di Snake, la lotta al Metal Gear. Per qualcun altro può essere, non lo so, la lotta al cambiamento climatico, che cazzo ne so, cioè capite cosa voglio dire? Un obiettivo di vita e portarlo avanti. No, ma dai.
Raiden, what's going on? Raiden! Raiden!
Ho fatto prendere dal discorso. Tra l'altro giù là ho visto che c'è... Ah, dovete ormai è tutto distrutto. La giri l'H. L'H è un altro magazzino, vedete. Tra l'altro qua davvero non... J... Cioè questi qua neanche li esploriamo. Perché qui la maggior parte dell'azione si svolgeva la parte esterna. Dice il... È un peccato, ci pensate. Veramente un peccato perché...
Raiden, is something wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
Abbiamo visto così tanto di Shell 1. Io avrei voluto vedere anche Shell 2. Ma tutta. Dopo no. Meno... No, le cacche. Di qua si... Sì che si può. Io ho capito. No. Davvero. Io mi ricordavo questa cosa. Ah, perché... Oh. Io uso il culante. Che non fa? Ah, perché... Oh, vabbè. Fate. Da qui però... Vedete che... Ah, che due colli.
Right, come in. Right, right.
parte mi piace. No, la versione non la prendo più. Ho sbagliato. La versione non la prendo più, però.
God, no! Jack! Jack! Jack!
Non è che... Vabbè, il vero medievale ne c'è. Sì, in realtà l'aveva detto anche in una chiamata codec un po' di tempo fa. Io credo che si scoprisse molto più tardi invece. Ma tipo vedete adesso non c'è il fuoco. Adesso. Vi sembra so cosa dire. Uno sa.
This is not a pretty sight.
Diciamo che è molto più complicata la parte a livello di gameplay. Questo è molto più difficile il gioco. Vedete? C'è il 2 per il momento solo il perimetro sta facendo. Facciamola qui, va.
What? I'm going to go in my pants. Nobody's looking right.
La pisciata del soldato. Diciamo che finisco. Finisce più. E io passo da fuori perché fa schifo. Là c'è un sacco di traffico, ma perché? Perché... Cazzo, è proprio il collegamento con Shell 2. Poi arrivate nel collegamento. C'è il collegamento al core di Shell 2. Poi è proprio la parte importante. Beh, non si è capito, ma si è già capito. Così, codice l'1 dove c'era dentro il presidente ed Ames. Anzi, non tanto il presidente, Ames. Era dentro lì. C'è l'1. Si pensava che la sicurezza dentro questi cosi qua, questo core, diciamo, che sia Shell 1 o che sia Shell 2, cioè c'è addirittura che c'è più sicurezza all'interno di Shell 1 nel core di Shell 1 che in tutta la Big Shell addirittura. Quindi fa capire che queste due strutture qua, il core di Shell 1 e il core di Shell 2, cioè sono proprio l'area a cuore del gioco sostanzialmente. Il fatto di essere così vicino a Shell 2, al core di Shell 2 mi fa strano. Cioè, neanche per sbaglio possiamo entrare in un'area di Shell. Questo non mi piace, cioè il fatto che proprio non possiamo entrare dentro. No, sono tutti attivati. No, questo per il livello 5. Oh, questo non mi lo capriolo. Cioè, il fatto che non vediamo niente di Shell 2 è inteso tutte queste zone qua. Struttura L, LG, punto di collegamento LG, LG, l'H. Lo Snake l'ha vista, cazzo, e Spinman. L'HI, la I, J, struttura J. Cioè, ragazzi, il fatto è JK, K, niente vediamo. Solo il core di Shell 2. Cioè, già la Big Shell è piccola, in più non vediamo un cazzo neanche delle altre navi. Questa cosa non mi è mai piaciuta, non mi è mai andata giù questo fatto qua. Il fatto che c'è il 2 non vediamo nulla. Anche da bambino ci rimasi male su questa cosa. Perché a molti magari non ne frega un cazzo, però per me...
Olga, Snake, he's here. In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. We will not change the plan. Personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where is Ocelot?
Not here.
Trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
Infatti.
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
He survived. survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course. High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
Adoro sto gioco.
It's time they went free.
Capolavoro assoluto.
Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
Nemmeno.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door.
Serve il missile Nikita qua.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training.
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Dov'è? Quello che non manca neanche così tanto alla fine del gioco. Cioè, so che è assurdo, manca ancora un po'. Neanche così tanto. Mettiamola così. Io questo gioco di mezzo lo divoro, sì. Finché non lo finisco è una droga. No, devo usare la voglio fare questa cosa qua del presidente e avviare il dialogo. Parlerà dei Patriot e mi interessa. Lo voglio vedere. E deve essere così. Deve essere il più.
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim through.
Swimming isn't my strong point. It wasn't a part of the VR training either.
When you're on the surface, you can swim in corresponding directions using the up, down, left, and right movement of the left stick. Push the punch button to dive down from the surface. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower, left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Del nuoto. Eccolo come.
You have the remote-controlled missile. Good job. Now head for the first floor of the Shell 2 core. Take out the power source and make contact with the President before the launch code can be reconfirmed. Hurry!
Ricordo che da bambino qua mi perdevo. Io perché non trovo mai la strada. Credo che da adulto le cose non è che siano cambiate molto. Fa fatica. Fatica devo. Devo rallentare con... Sbagliato. Forse non si può rallentare con... Comunque di qua. Perfetto. Facile facile. Difficile. piccolo più che cazzo di quadro. Foto di me. Così. E qui proviamoci una bella cutscene interessantissima. E poi ci salutiamo.
President Johnson.
Huh? So you're finally here.
You've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you... What the...
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano-communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir. Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
Huh?
I don't have any control.
Eccolo qua.
The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
Eccola qua.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country.
Ecco qua che si...
I'm not surprised you've never heard of them.
Ecco.
Very few are aware
Questo
of their
è il cuore di
existence,
Metal Gear Solid
even
2.
among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Credibile, no?
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game.
By
pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was
In
awarded
realtà il
the
presidente non conta un
presidency.
cazzo.
Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history. But my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge
Perché Solidus li vuole morti, Patriots.
The destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests
Ecco
in the
perché
hands of the
Solidus odia i
regulate the
Patriots.
country's various interests through controlled
Perché Solidus non vuole accettare ordini da
staging a
nessuno.
drama that is palatable to the general
Lui vuole
masses.
uccidere i Patriots.
Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
My predecessor, George Sears.
Ex-presidente.
That was the name the public came to know him
So che assurdo, ragazzi.
I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third Snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid, he was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago? Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I Patriots hanno mantenuto loro. Questo poi diventa Gear Solid.
That's the story given to the general public. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a
questi qua nel senso
by the Patriots for the benefit of the public.
Il presidente, il governo, i burattini nelle mani dei Patriots.
But for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his
Anche queste cose sono
death.
decise.
Capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Golukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot.
E qua si scopre l'altro colpo di scena incredibile.
Where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
Oh!
What? You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal
Quando
Gear.
io l'ho sentito la prima volta,
No, I'm
l'ho
quite
saltato dalla
serious.
sedia.
The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor.
The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear.
Arsenal.
That's the code name for the
Eccolo
new
qua.
Metal Gear.
Ci stiamo dentro.
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear
E questo lo
variations
sappiamo
throughout
perché
the world.
dalla missione del
Patriots
tanker.
had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal Gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it?
Sì, è vero,
That's not
assurdo.
all. Arsenal Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal Gear is more than just a military tool.
È uno strumento di
It is
controllo.
a means to preserve the world
Esatto,
as it is.
vedete?
It will establish a
Esatto,
new
vedete?
form of
Crea una
control.
nuova forma di...
The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information.
E anche questo
The world
è un
will
tema
drown in the coming
fondamentale.
flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth.
Vedete la
for
parola
their own
verità?
purposes.
È messa...
In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system is the Patriots' trump card. Arsenal Gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks, but Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Beh, qua è chiaro, dai.
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal Gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal Gear becomes fully operational.
E lì son cazzi.
Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Role?
You've got to find Emma Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for
È
Arsenal
un genio.
Gear.
È un genio
I believe
informatico.
she's somewhere on level B1
È una
in the
ragazzina.
core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving. This is card 4. It'll give you access all the way to Emma's location. Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal Gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1
Perché da lì puoi
She'll know
mettere
how
il
to load
virus,
the program into the
praticamente.
main system.
A virus?
That's
Esatto.
right, modeled after Foxdie, a biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to
Due dei
hurry.
merdi.
That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal. Well, I've told you everything you need to know. There's only one thing that remains to be done. Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role!
Questa parola qua è il tuo ruolo. Non è scelta a caso, ovviamente.
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped. I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Forget him. He did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
Punto su di te. È già la seconda volta che sento questo. Ho letto anche Snake la voce del casasco. Quello che non ho capito è perché Ocelot ne va via così. Non ci ho sparato. Adesso comunque stiamo... Non ho capito. Ci sono un po' di cose che non... Cioè sono più che altro dettagli. Vediamoci, non è niente dalla trama. Poi ci sono altre due cose più avanti che... Ho anche fatto delle domande su YouTube a una YouTuber, ma... Però quando sarà il momento lo dirò stato. Ripeto, non sono cose che vanno detto, però Ocelot perché la faccio fuori qua invece se ne va via così, non l'ho capito, vabbè. Salviamo, non faccio salvare davvero. Vediamo, forse temporaneamente. Opa.
Colonel, the president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal Gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal Gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the Vice President, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the President to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention.
Oddio, però
I
guarda
was trying to
che...
point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
Appunto.
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out.
E non sei un cazzo, non sai.
Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1, in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the President didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the President, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemies lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal Gear.
You knew about Arsenal Gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
You never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the Big Shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal Gear? Yeah, I did.
Vedete il discorso
exactly
che facevo prima.
Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have
Snake
to blow the
comunque
house down.
fa tante cose.
And when did you find out
Non
about
sa
all of
tutto,
this?
ma sa tante
It took a
cose.
while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad
Solo
bomber.
Biden che non sa niente.
There's no doubt that Arsenal Gear is being built here. Then it was all
Il
set up 2
giocatore
years ago, on that day. All of
lo
it.
controlla.
2 years ago.
Cioè chi gioca per la
What
prima
really
volta.
happened here?
Tra parentesi.
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news, on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
So he betrayed them?
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
Ah, questo non me lo ricordavo.
The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker. Small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us.
Cazzo di
Photos of
Cypher.
Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
Sì, fino a un certo punto.
Everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose
Sì,
Snake to be a
vedete.
hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it, then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
È vero.
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles...
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich...
my sister?
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
Vedete, anche Snake e Otacon sanno qualcosa di Patriot. Certo, non ne sanno, almeno un po' lo sanno il contesto. Raiden invece veramente non sa. Sta imparando tutto adesso. Sta imparando dagli altri. E il colonnello non è di nessuno più. Ah, io posso salvare adesso.
Jack, do you need to save? Jack.
What is it?
I've always been alone.
Huh?
I'm so lonely.
Lonely? Rose, we've always...
Not always.
What do you mean?
You've never slept beside me.
What are you talking about?
After we've been together in my room, you stay awake all night, or you head for the door.
Is this really the time to bring this up?
Why, Jack? Why?
Listen, Rose, I'm right in the middle of a mission, and
Why? Why can't you relax when you're with me?
Look, the mission,
Why don't you open up to me?
Rose, I just can't.
All I ever wanted was to share your dreams, to spend a meaningful evening with you. I just wanted to find you by my side when I woke up. Is that asking too much?
It's the night. I'm scared of the night. It's got nothing to do with you.
Scared of the night? What's that supposed to mean?
I can't relax when I'm with someone.
Jack, you wouldn't even let me in your room.
Voi direte perché?
I need privacy.
Lo
I
capirete
just
più
can't be
avanti.
bothered.
Bothered?
Wrong word. What I wanted to say was
È una conversazione molto interessante.
that I have to keep to myself.
Conversazione molto
Do you remember
interessante.
that time I forced my way into your room? We'd known each other for almost a year, and you blew up. It was the first time you ever raised your hand against me. I was so worried about you.
Look, I'm sorry.
It wasn't your violent nature that scared me. It was your room, your heart.
Stop it.
There wasn't anything in your room. Only a bed and a small desk. It looked like a prison cell.
Rose?
No television set. No family pictures. Not even a
Voi direte
poster.
perché tutto questo.
Rose,
Lo
I only use
capirete.
that room for sleeping.
Lo
A
capirete.
lifeless room.
Fra un po' lo capirete.
Almost like your empty heart.
That's why I tried to keep you out.
I thought I was beginning to understand you. Until I saw that room.
Would you have been happier if I had a picture of you hanging on the wall?
That's not what I was trying to say.
Enough, Rose. We'll talk about this later. After the mission.
Right. After the mission. I understand.
Le sensazioni quelle con Rose sono sempre molto. Alcune sono essenziali. Tipo questa. Questa è essenziale. Capirete perché. Più avanti. Non dimenticatevi di questa componente. Tenetevela un angolino della vostra mente. Non dimenticatela perché capirete tutto del perché di questo comportamento di Raiden. Bene ragazzi, direi che perfetto, direi che ci vediamo quindi al prossimo video. Bene ragazzi, vi saluto. Grazie perché avete visto questo video di Metal Gear Solid 2. naso lì.